Have you ever looked at your bank account and thought, where did all my money go? You didn't go on a shopping spree, you didn't take a luxury vacation, but somehow your money keeps disappearing. The culprit? Hidden digital expenses, unnecessary subscriptions, and tech traps that silently bleed your wallet dry. But here's the good news. There's a quiet revolution happening. It's called digital minimalism. And when done right, it can save you thousands every year without sacrificing your lifestyle. In fact, it might just make it better. In this video, we'll break down 21 powerful, old-school-inspired digital minimalism tricks that put you back in control. These aren't flashy hacks. They're slow, steady, and smart, just like the frugal wisdom our grandparents swore by. So grab a notebook, sit back, and let's uncover the simple tech habits that will quietly transform your financial future. 1. Cancel everything that auto-renews without warning. The first rule of digital minimalism: know what's charging you, especially the sneaky ones. Companies love auto-renewals. Streaming services, photo storage, fitness apps, even old cloud backups. Once they get your card, they just keep charging. Start by combing through your last 3 months of bank and credit card statements. Look for anything with a monthly or yearly pattern. Don't recognize it? Cancel it. Thought you already did? Double check. Next, go into your Apple subscriptions or Google Play Store subscriptions and check everything that's active. You'd be shocked how many apps you subscribed to for a free trial and forgot to cancel. Old-timers didn't have auto-renew. If they wanted something, they went to the store and paid for it once. Treat digital expenses the same way, manual only. Make companies earn your money. This one habit alone can save you $30 to $200 a month. That's up to $2,400 a year, quietly going back into your pocket. 2. Embrace one screen. Living in the past, people read books, wrote in journals, and maybe watched TV in the evening. Today, we bounce between phones, tablets, laptops, smartwatches, and TVs, often all at once. Digital minimalists embrace what we call one-screen living. Pick one main device you'll use daily. For most, it's your phone or laptop. Remove the temptation of the others. Sell the tablet. Unplug the smart TV when not in use. Disable smart notifications on your watch. Why? Because more screens mean more distractions and more spending. You're more likely to impulse buy when browsing on your tablet at midnight or when your smartwatch buzzes with a limited-time Amazon sale. One-screen living focuses your attention, limits temptations, and reduces exposure to constant marketing. The result? Fewer digital purchases and a clearer mind. 3. Delete shopping apps and use desktop only. Old-time frugality was simple. If you wanted something, you walked to the store, checked the price, and made a choice. Now, a single tap buys it instantly. That's the problem. Amazon, Shine, Temu, eBay, and even grocery delivery apps are designed to make shopping frictionless and addictive. They know convenience equals more spending. The fix? Delete the app. Shop only from a desktop. When you remove mobile access, buying becomes less emotional. You have to sit down, think it through, log in, and search. That delay is often enough to make you realize you don't really need it. Bonus trick: use browser extensions like Honey or Rakuten when you shop from a desktop. They'll find discounts you'd never see on the app. Minimalism isn't just about owning less, it's about buying with intention. And nothing kills impulse like a few extra steps. 4. Replace subscriptions with one-time alternatives. Our grandparents bought things once and used them for decades. Now everything's a subscription. Spotify, monthly. Photoshop, monthly. Meditation apps, monthly. Even to-do lists, monthly. But here's the minimalist hack. For almost every subscription, there's a one-time or free alternative. Instead of paying $9.99 per month for music, use YouTube playlists or Frugal, a free library-based music app. Need photo editing? Try GIMP, a free Photoshop alternative. Meditation? Use YouTube channels like The Honest Guys or the free app Insight Timer. Start by listing all your subscriptions. Then search free alternative to X. You'll be amazed at what's out there. This trick isn't just about saving money, It's about shifting your mindset. Pay once, use forever. That's the old school way, and it still works beautifully in the digital age. 5. Turn off notifications. Every last one. Notifications are modern-day salesmen. Every ding, buzz, and banner is another attempt to get your attention and your money. A sale alert here, your item is waiting there. Even news apps are monetized to keep you scrolling. Old-timers didn't live like this. They weren't bombarded every hour with advertisements. They had time to think before making a decision. Here's the move. Turn off all non-essential notifications. That means everything except calls, messages, and maybe your calendar. Go to Settings, Notifications, and toggle off anything that tempts you. This one action creates mental space, reduces your screen time, and breaks the consumption cycle. Fewer ads, fewer flash sales, more peace, more savings. 6. Stop upgrading just because they tell you to remember when people bought a refrigerator once and it lasted 20 years. That same mindset should apply to your tech. But today we've been trained to upgrade our phones, laptops, smartwatches, even wireless earbuds every single year. And for what? A slightly better camera? A little more screen? Here's the truth. Most tech is perfectly functional for 5 to 7 years if you treat it right. The average smartphone lasts at least 5 years when protected with a good case, a screen cover, and periodic software cleanup. Stop listening to the upgrade hype. The newest phone isn't going to change your life, but not buying it could mean an extra $1,000 in your savings. If your current device still does everything you need, stick with it. Embrace the beauty of good enough. That's how people used to live, and they didn't walk around with credit card debt because of a phone. 7. Switch to a cheaper cell plan. Cell phone bills are a silent wallet killer. Most people are paying $70 to $100 a month for data they barely use. Digital minimalists know better. Instead of sticking with the big carriers, consider budget providers like Mint Mobile, Visible, or Tello. These use the same networks, just without the hefty price tag. Plans start as low as $10 to $25 a month. Better yet, track your data usage for a week. You might find that you don't need unlimited everything. If you're on Wi-Fi most of the time, a cheaper plan with limited data might serve you just fine. This one switch can save you over $800 a year without changing anything else about your lifestyle. Frugality isn't about sacrificing, it's about outsmarting the system. 8. Print and organize your bills. The old-fashioned way, back in the day, people had filing cabinets, paper bills, physical records, and guess what? They knew exactly where their money was going. Now everything's digital, spread across dozens of apps, websites, and email accounts. Which means you forget, you miss payments, you double pay, you overspend. Here's a powerful digital minimalism trick. Print your key bills each month. Electricity, water, internet, subscriptions, credit cards. Print or screenshot and organize them in a simple binder or folder. Highlight payment dates. Add sticky notes for irregular charges. This system lets you see your spending at a glance, without distractions, logins, or pop-ups. It may feel old school, but this one analog habit can help you catch leaks in your budget that are costing hundreds, if not thousands, every year. 9. Use a no-buy app or spreadsheet. One of the smartest habits our grandparents had, a wait list. They didn't just buy something the moment they saw it. They thought about it. They saved. They planned. Today, we need a digital version of that, a no-buy list. Here's how it works. Anytime you want to buy something non-essential, clothes, gadgets, books, gear, put it on a list. Wait 30 days. If you still want it and you've got the cash, then go for it. You can use free apps like Bobby, YNAB, or even a simple Google Sheet or notebook. You'll be amazed how often the desire fades and the money stays in your pocket. Impulse buying is a modern disease, but the old-time cure still works. Time plus thought equals smart spending. 10. Unsubscribe from every sales email. Retailers aren't stupid. They know the best way to get you to spend money is to dangle a discount in your inbox every morning. 20% off just for you. Flash sale ends in 4 hours. Your cart misses you. It's all engineered to trigger your buying instincts. And if you're on 20-plus store email lists, it's like walking through a shopping mall every time you check your email. Time to break the cycle. Go into your inbox and type unsubscribe in the search bar. One by one, remove yourself from every marketing list. If you still want updates from your favorite brand, use a separate throwaway email just for promotions. This one trick creates peace of mind and purchase clarity. No more limited time pressure. No more late night spending. Just a clean inbox and a fatter wallet. 11th, embrace the power of free software and open source tools. Back in the day, if you needed a tool, you used what you had or borrowed from a neighbor. You didn't go out and buy the newest gadget just because it was shiny. That same principle applies today with software. Most people are overpaying for apps and tools that have completely free open source alternatives. Microsoft Office? Try LibreOffice. Adobe Photoshop? Use Photopea or GIMP. Need a notes app? Joplin or Standard Notes do the job. These tools are built by communities, not corporations, and they work just as well for 90% of users. The best part, you own the software. No subscriptions, no data collection, no forced upgrades, and don't sleep on free cloud storage either. Google Drive, Dropbox Basic, Mega, and others offer decent space for personal use without a monthly fee. Switching to open source software can easily save you $200 to $600 a year, especially if you're running a small business or side hustle. It's the digital version of sharpening your tools instead of buying new ones. Use what works. Skip what's trendy. That's the minimalist and frugal way. 12. Turn off personalized ads and tracking. Ever wonder why you see ads for that blender you looked at once? Everywhere. That's digital tracking, and it's a spending trap. Advertisers track your clicks, searches, and even voice cues to sell you stuff you never knew you wanted. But here's the trick. Turn it all off. Start by going into your Google account settings and disabling ad personalization. Then go to Facebook and opt out of targeted ads. On your iPhone or Android, limit ad tracking in your privacy settings. Install privacy-focused browsers like Brave or extensions like uBlock Origin and Privacy Badger to block trackers automatically. Why does this matter? Because when you stop being watched, you stop being targeted. You're no longer constantly nudged into buying. This single change won't just declutter your mind, it will reduce digital temptations and unnecessary spending in a big way. 13. Build a minimalist digital workspace. A cluttered digital workspace is like a messy desk. It creates stress, wastes time, and pushes you to avoid what matters. Digital minimalism starts with your desktop. Remove everything except the essentials. One folder for documents, one for downloads. A clean wallpaper. No more scattered icons or 37 browser tabs. Next, uninstall unused apps. If you haven't opened it in 3 months, it's gone. Disable startup programs that slow your system. Use tools like CCleaner for Windows or Clean My Mac to keep things light. Then streamline your browser. Delete unused bookmarks. Limit extensions to the ones that help you save time or money. A clean, distraction-free digital space helps you work faster, think clearer, and avoid getting pulled into online rabbit holes. It also means fewer updates, fewer crashes, and less need for expensive hardware upgrades. That's savings in disguise. 14. Use a budgeting app. But only one budgeting is an old-school habit that never goes out of style. But here's where people go wrong. They use too many tools. Mint, YNAB, EveryDollar, spreadsheets, notebooks, and end up overwhelmed. Pick one tool that works for you and stick with it. Prefer simple? Use EveryDollar or Spendee. Want more control? Go for YNAB, you need a budget. Love free? Try Good Budget or Zeta. Set up categories like food, rent, subscriptions, shopping, and entertainment. Add a fun money line so you don't feel restricted. Budgeting doesn't just help you save. It tells your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. If you follow your budget consistently, you'll uncover areas to cut back and start stacking up real savings. It's not sexy, but it's powerful. 15. Downgrade your streaming subscriptions. In the past, entertainment meant watching a movie on TV, reading a book, or sitting on the porch. Today, we're subscribed to 5+ streaming platforms and half of them barely get used. Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Max, Prime Video. It adds up. $10 here, $15 there. Suddenly, you're spending $70 plus a month to relax. Digital minimalists flip the script. Here's how. Pick one platform per month. Rotate based on what you want to watch. Use free trials smartly. Binge your favorite show, then cancel. Pause instead of canceling. Some platforms let you pause subscriptions without losing history. Try free options like Tubi, Pluto TV, or your local library streaming service. Share with family using legal group plans. Most importantly, be honest with yourself. Are you really watching it, or are you just paying out of habit? Downgrading even 2 platforms can save you $300 to $500 a year. And chances are, you'll find joy in simpler things, just like people did before binge watching was a thing. 16. Use a dumb phone or minimalist phone for break periods. Back in the old days, people had phones that did one thing: call people. No notifications, no infinite scrolling, no dopamine traps. Now smartphones are like slot machines in your pocket, keeping you distracted and spending. That's why more digital minimalists are embracing the dumb phone challenge. You don't have to ditch your smartphone forever. Just take break periods. A weekend, a week, or even a full month, where you switch to a basic device. Something like the Nokia 225, the Light phone, or the Punkt MP02. These phones let you call and text. That's it. During those breaks, you'll realize how much you impulse buy when you're bored or scrolling. You stop seeing ads, you stop clicking buy now, and you gain clarity. Even if you can't switch completely, consider keeping a minimalist phone as a backup for holidays, family time, or focus sprints. It's like a digital detox that saves your peace and your money. Less screen time equals fewer spending temptations. 17. Audit and cancel. Hidden auto-renewals. Auto-renewals are the digital leeches of modern life. They quietly suck money from your account every month, and unless you check, you won't even notice. Gym memberships, old software trials, extra cloud storage, unused apps. It all adds up. The minimalist solution? Do a quarterly subscription audit. Use apps like Truebill, Now Rocket Money, Trim, or Bobby to scan your financial statements and find recurring payments. Or just go old school. Print out the last 3 months of your bank statements and highlight every subscription. Ask yourself, do I still use this? Do I need it? Is there a free alternative? Then cancel, cancel, cancel. The average person has 7 to 10 active subscriptions, and cutting just half could save you $500 to $1,000 a year. If you don't use it, lose it. That's the minimalist rule. 18. Switch to one browser and block all distractions. How many browsers do you use? Chrome for work, Safari for browsing, Firefox for privacy. It's chaos. Digital minimalism means streamlining, and that includes your internet habits. Pick one browser, make it your command center. Then install extensions like uBlock Origin to block ads, Leech Block or Stay Focus to limit time-wasting sites, Privacy Badger to kill trackers, Raindrop.io to save and organize useful links. Set your homepage to something calming. Remove bookmarks that tempt you to shop or scroll. Better yet, block access to shopping sites during your work hours. You'll be amazed how much less you spend when clicking Buy Now is inconvenient. Fewer tabs, fewer distractions, fewer dollars flying out of your pocket. 19th, practice a weekly digital Sabbath. In the past, Sundays were sacred, a day to rest, reflect, and disconnect. People weren't glued to screens. They were present with family, nature, or a good book. That's the idea behind the digital Sabbath. Pick one day a week, usually a weekend day, and log off. No social media, no online shopping, no emails. Turn off the Wi-Fi if you must. Use the time to read, cook, repair something, go for a walk, or just do nothing. You'll notice your mind clears, your cravings vanish, and your spending slows to a halt. One day of digital silence a week reduces your exposure to ads, impulse shopping, and fear of missing out culture. Even better, you'll start to notice what really brings you joy, most of which doesn't cost a dime. Think of it like giving your brain a breather. And your wallet one too. 20. Use a prepaid debit card for online purchases. Here's an old school money trick, upgraded for the digital age. If you struggle with impulse purchases online, don't use your regular debit or credit card. Instead, use a prepaid debit card. Load it with a fixed amount each month, say $100 or $200. Once it's empty, you're done spending. It's the modern equivalent of the envelope system. You physically can't overspend because the card limits you. Prepaid cards are available from banks, grocery stores, or apps like Bluebird, Chime, or Greenlight. Great for families. This trick keeps your actual bank account safe, prevents overdraft fees, and adds a psychological barrier to just one more click. Digital minimalism is about intentionality, and prepaid cards make sure your spending is just that, intentional. 21st, relearn boredom. We live in an age where boredom is the enemy. Got 30 seconds to spare? You're swiping, scrolling, watching. But here's the truth. Boredom is a superpower. Before smartphones, boredom led to creativity. People learned skills. They fixed things. They rested. And they didn't spend money just to feel entertained. Relearning boredom means allowing yourself to sit in silence without immediately grabbing a screen. It means walking without earbuds, waiting without opening TikTok, and resisting the urge to be constantly stimulated. The result? You'll read more books, many of them free. You'll reconnect with simple hobbies. You'll stop stress spending online. You'll get back time, and time is money. Start small. Leave your phone in another room. Drive in silence. Have a no-screen hour before bed. It feels awkward at first, but then it becomes powerful. When you stop treating boredom like a problem, you realize it's actually a portal to clarity, to peace, and yes, to savings. Digital minimalism isn't about becoming a tech-hating hermit. It's about reclaiming your attention, your time, and your money. When you remove the noise, excess apps, notifications, subscriptions, distractions, you begin to live with more clarity. You stop chasing things you don't need. You stop spending to feel something. And the beauty, you start saving thousands without ever feeling deprived. Old school wisdom still works. Live simply, buy intentionally, and stay focused on what truly matters. Less screen, less spend, more life.